Howdy ho, neighborinos. We are here today for BBR week, whatever fucking week this is, man. We go up against our good pal Aquarius, and they have a scary team, man. You can see the team on the matchup on the screen. Words are tough. This is the, shall we say, the fourth time I've tried to record this, so listen, when I say I'm a little bit angry, I mean, I'm at like fucking, if this was Mob Psycho 100, bro, I'd be at 40% right now, okay? So don't fuck with me, and we'll get through this, okay? Okay? So, matchups on the screen, blah, 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 blah. Basically, top 10 things I hate prepping for. Kartana, because one, it's close to my heart, dude. That's like, it's like in the Civil War, you know, when you had to fight, like, your son or something from across the fucking, well, you know, Civil War, you had to fight brothers fighting brothers. You, shut up, dude. You know, okay? You know. Oh, man. Kartana is a threat. Mega Aerodactyl is a fucking threat. Suicune and Mew are little pieces of shit, and they're not going to be fun to deal with because I don't do a very good job at hitting them super effectively. Let's look at the team I'm bringing. So, like, I don't know, man, they're trouble, and like I knew they were trouble when they walked in, but I still like couldn't really prep super duper hard for them. But I got like one thing each dedicated to beating them, right? So, WinCon right here, we got our boy Infernape with the Fighting MZ. Please, Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave, Fire Blast, Focus Blast. If I get rocks up and I get 2 nasty plots up, this thing beats the entire team. We do kind of have to hit some Focus Blasts, which are going to be a pain in the dick. We do got to hit some Fire Blasts, which are slightly less pain of a dick, but, you know, still dick pain nonetheless, you know. So, a thing that happened here was that Infernape would not gen correctly for me. So when we played this battle, it was a little over an hour past the scheduled time for the battle because I couldn't get this fucking Infernape to gen correctly. And I feel bad because Aquarius was patient with me, and you know, fucking we had to do it on a Thursday, like earlier than I usually like to play because I have work during the week and shit like that. But it was just fucking annoying, man. I couldn't figure out what. It's just a nasty plot Infernape. Like, what is so hard about that? But let me tell you what was hard about it was named Carrot Cake, which is a Dragon's Ball P reference. Apparently, from whatever combination of fucking, like, whatever game that this combination of moves had to come from to be technically genned legally, you couldn't use the word cake in the name because that is, like, slang for, like, kids these days in their slang, you know, back in my day a butt was a butt, you know, a butt wasn't a cake or a rump or a fanny or a fucking knickerbocker or whatever you want to call it. That last one's not even a real thing, but it sounded right. If you just heard that in a string of consciousness, you'd be like, oh, that's another word for butt. But yeah, fucking annoying. Pre-apology to Aquarius, and shoutouts to them for being fucking patient with me, because I was so fucking frustrated. Also shoutouts to Wamar and JB for talking me through it, because I couldn't figure out how to do it. Next, we got Wuck and Phoebes here, the Mega Gardevoir with Trace, Hidden Power Ground for that Yitran, Hyper Voice, Psyshock, just a nice dual stat to be able to bop stuff, and then Psych Up, in case Suicune wants to get all Calm Mind, Silly Pants on me, you ain't gonna be doing any of that, okay? Suicune is one of those piece of shit mons where even my Rotom over there can sit and click Thunderbolt versus it, and through Protect, through Calm Minds, through Leftovers, it just doesn't die. You ever click a super effective move and you're like, die, and it's just like, nah, and it just won't? That is the most fucking frustrating thing. So, if I have to go through the frustration of clicking Thunderbolt until my PP is gone, and let me tell you, my PP was up, it was there whenever we were going, okay? But, if my PP ends up down, it's going to be a rough time. At least I can go in, steal the boosts, live the Scald unless they crit, and then I can fire back with the Psyshock. Hit him on the physical side. Suicune. Hit the Suicune on the physical side, so that way it will just die, and I won't have to go through the Calm Minds. And yeah, man, that's the fucking Gardevoir. Congratulations, me. Next, we got a Life Orb Scolipede. This boy is Infernape is kind of here to sweep, but I could see Scolipede doing some breaking. Like, basically, one of these guys will probably have to be used to break, and one of these guys will have to be used to, like, clean up at the end. So, I'm hoping, like, in my head, it works out that Infernape would be the one doing the cleaning, and Scolipede would be the one doing the breaking, because basically, like, it doesn't really pick up a lot of kills on stuff. Like, I still need rocks and chip on stuff to kill things, but, like, it does kill Kartana. It can kill Mew if there's no fucking Tanga Berry. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm pretty sure I just got ding-dong ditched. I don't know what the fuck that was. Okay, dude, if I get, like, Children of the Corn or something, and this video never makes it to YouTube, like, if this is the last video I upload, I love you all. Like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. But okay, yeah, so, I don't even know what I was talking about anymore, because that was honestly a little frightening. There was, like, a dozen kids on my porch, and then they were all just, like, instant transmissioned out of there, which was odd. But, Yeah, man, basically Scully can clean, but it needs a lot of chip on stuff, and I definitely need rocks to be up, so I don't know how like, I don't know, a lot of stuff's got to happen for me to be able to clean with this, but worst case scenario, it can pick up some kills and do some things and possibly even some stuff. Next, we got a Choice Scarf Rotom. This is going to be the only thing on the whole team that can outspeed a Mega Aerodactyl. Luckily, it does hit it super effectively with that Thunderbolt. Also, Leaf Storm does like almost half to a Kartana, which is hilarious. Time for Resist, am I right? Granted, I'm not running the HP Poison, which is usually the way we deal with Kartanas, because as you know on this channel, we say Kartana is so frail, its Spadef is so weak, it dies to HP Poison. It's not even a Steel type, it just dies, okay? So that's the joke. We got Trick. If I am able to deal with the Mega Aerodactyl early, or it just doesn't come, which I don't see being a thing, but you know, I can trick something like the, you know, the Suicune, possibly the Mew, the Heatran, depending on what's going on. We can trick something and fucking make it less annoying. Yeah, it's pretty standard. Just it's Rotom. Next, we got Metagross with the Cobra Berry. This thing is here to help deal with that Kartana. This, it's funny, dude, like half these mons, 4 of these 6 mons are here for Kartana, basically. Infernape helps with Kartana, Scully helps with Kartana, I guess even Yotamgun helps with Kartana if it's not Scarf. This helps with Kartana, and Snorkel Dragon is literally there just for Kartana. So, Stealth Rock, EQ, HP Fire, Meteor Mash. If they do even have a fucking, like a +1 boost in their Scarf, I can live due to the Cobra Berry, get up the HP Fire, kill some things and some shit, get up Stealth Rocks later, hopefully. Basically, I just gotta either, like, get up Rocks early game and save enough HP on this to be able to deal with Kartana, or dedicate one of these other several mons to dealing with Kartana, and then, you know, have just a grand old time. Metagross did very well for us last game, being a setup sweeper, so we're gonna just let him be kind of a supportive role today and see how he does. You know, Crispin Wall, bro. These are the Crippler Crossface. Last but not least, we got Drampa, aka Snorkel Dragon with the Chop Berry Sap Sipper. This means that both of the ways that Kartana would want to be hitting this hard are going to not work. So Kartana can never lock itself into like Scarf Leaf Blade. That's ain't happening. Chop Berry, that way with the Sacred Sword. Fucking unboosted Smart Strike does not do that much because we're Fizdef. And then Flamethrower, Dragon Pulse. Dragon Pulse actually does over half to Kartana, so that's always nice. But Flamethrower is just there because, dude, you gotta have the fire move. Like, I don't want it to live. I want it to be at like, I don't want it to be at like 65 and then live on 1 after the Dragon Pulse and then kill me and get boosts, you know? We also got Glare. If I can hit that Mega Aerodactyl with a Glare, that'd be fucking, like if it sees me just spamming Flamethrower, it's an easy Mega Aerodactyl switch. Maybe I can Glare that thing. Maybe I can Glare the Kartana, the Heatran, who knows, man? We'll see what we can do. But yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's jump into the battle. So, as you can see, Zelda Aquarius over there brings the Mew, the Kartana, the Suicune, the Heatran, the Hariyama, and the Aerodactyl. Honestly, I kind of expected to see like Nidoqueen, Whimsicott, maybe even Komala over the the Hariyama. We see a Hariyama, so I was like, okay, cool. That's, you know, Mega Gardevoir food just waiting. So we're gonna jump into this battle. I'm gonna just lead right on off with my motherfucking I believe it's the Rotom-Mow. I've just been leading with Rotom-Mow like every week, fuck it. So that boy comes out. Scarf as hell. And this, depending on the speed they have on Mew, it could reveal that I'm Scarf, but I don't know if it does or not. You know, I don't know. So we just go for that Volt Switch. Do a decent amount. We see that the Mew is in fact, like, it isn't super offensive, but it does have some bulk, but it isn't like max Spadef, you know? So we just go to Metagross, whatever they want to go for, I don't really give a shit. Takes that, and I can just go for my Stealth Rocks. If they want to go for Taunt, that's fine. They go for the Will-O-Wisp, which is understandable, and like I said, this thing was mostly here to deal with Kartana, so, you know, being burned doesn't power down the Hidden Power Fire, so I was like, fuck it. We just go for our Stealth Rocks. And now I'm just going to click Meteor Mash. Dude, honestly, I really wanted to click Earthquake here, because I was like, Heatran can come in and get their rocks up. Now I'm burned. It probably has a Sugar Berry or like a air balloon or something, so I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to click Mash. That way if they are a balloon, I can at least pop it. But come in, take the rocks, take the Mash, which is, yeah, not very good. And then I actually have speed for this Heatran, like if it's defensive. So I can just click Earthquake here and bop it, but we see it's actually faster than me, and it goes for a Lava Bloom. So I was like, okay, this is like a speedy, maybe not max speed, but it's definitely a speedy Heatran. Probably has stuff like Taunt for some of my bulkier shit. I was like, okay, cool. So I'll go into Scolipede, I'll just click Earthquake, and if it is Sugar Berry, then I'll pop it at least and I can kill it with some other shit. Or we'll just kill it, you know? So I go for the Earthquake, and there's no Shuka. Everything is all fine and dandy. And the neighborhood was fine, Mr. Rogers. So apparently Aquarius told me, like, right after this part in the battle, that was supposed to be Scarf, and I was supposed to die right there. But in my head, I was like, nobody runs Scarf Lava Plume. You know, if you run Scarf, you run, like, Fire Blast, Overheat, Flamethrower, even if you don't want to miss. So I thought I did a good job of figuring out that that wasn't Scarf, but apparently it was supposed to be Scarf, and they just grabbed the wrong one out of the box, so oops. Yeah, and we're not gonna fucking shoulda, woulda, coulda on that one all the way out through. This is the game, this is what happens, so fuck it. So we're gonna trace the guts, which means it isn't thick fat, which is cool, because that means that stuff like Drampa, stuff like Infernape has an easier time dealing with it. What did I say, Drampa? I meant not Drampa. Infernape, and I have fire coverage on something else too, I don't remember. So I'm just going for the Psyshock. I figured AV was the most likely item, so if they were going to stay in, I'm just going to click that. And Beast J goes down. Cool, fine and dandy. We're not max special attack, but we're pretty damn close. So, depending exactly, that was probably a roll or something, but I don't know. Now, Kartana can come in, going to take that 6% from that Stealth Cock. I'm switching right the fuck on out of there. This thing is still relatively decent at checking suicune. If they just want to set up 1,000 Calm Minds, I can still come in and do that. So I'm just going to go hard into this boy. Goes for the Smart Strike. Good old Smart Strike. And after a Smart Strike, Sacred Sword will take me out. They fucking don't take the bait, and I don't get just a free skis kill right there, which is understandable because that's what, man. Listen, I'll tell you a thing or two about Kartana. When you have a Kartana, and someone preps for your Kartana, every Pokemon has fire move or special move that's super effective. You know, like every mon's gonna have a fucking hidden power fire or a random fire move, and that's just how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna get my Roost off. I figured this would let them just soft bullet up their Mew, which is fine, honestly. I really don't give a shit. But I need this healthy, so I'm just gonna, if I'm not mistaken, I go for the Dragon Pulse here. I think Meetanks. Yeah, go for the Dragon Pulse. I just wanted to try to kind of coax them into going for Roost or Soft Boil, whatever the fuck they had, and let me bring in a Bettermon, basically. I'm gonna switch out here. What do I go into? What am I doing? Okay, we go into Mega Gardevoir. That's what we do. Cool. On the Psychic, yeah. So we're doing a little pivoting. They call me Young Pivot in this bitch. So I should have probably switched in to something else and pivoted around, not expecting the double status Mew, but they do in fact go for the Thunder Wave, and fuck. So now there's a 25% chance Mega Gardevoir can't check Suicune anymore, and that's going to be fucking annoying if that happens. So I'm going to switch right on out of there. They easily just get to kind of like Roost on me here, or what? I immediately forgot if it was Roost or Soft Boil, but they can just click Recovery move until I get paralyzed, and then can just chip me down. So Soft Boil comes out, and I'm in with Scully. Now, I haven't seen a boosting item. I mean, I haven't seen a lefties or an item on this thing, so it's safe to assume it is like some kind of berry, but honestly, dude, I just need this bitch to be put in range of my other things, so fuck it. With that amount of HP, it is in range of the Rotom-Mow, so at least I can go into that now. Solipede does go down, but we still have Infernape in the back, and that's cool, you know. So now we go into Yotam, and like I said, this Mew here is in fact in range, so I'm gonna just click Thunderbolt, and we're gonna take that boy out. Look at him just die. So we are in with fucking Yotam, and they're actually gonna go right out into Suicune on my Mon that is scarfed into Thunderbolt, which leads me to believe there is shenanigans afoot. So I was like, okay, they're Wakan, I'm switching the fuck on out of here, I'm not falling for this. Today is not the day I'll be falling for your shenanigans, Aquarius, not today. So I'm gonna go right out into Wakan Phoebes on the Toxic. We are already paralyzed, you can't be doing that to me, cuh. So if I can get some big ol' Hyper Voice damage off on this, then that would be nice. It's gonna go for the Scald. We're at 70, that puts us at 34. I don't know if that's a roll, I really don't know. I do have a little bit of bulk investment, but I think it was in defense only, so I don't actually know. But all I know is, I guess there's a chance we could live another one, so I'm gonna click that Hyper Voice again, put this thing way down deep in range, hopefully of the electric attack. But we are just gonna die the second one. That is unfortunate. Mega Gardevoir fucking dies in a wedding dress, like a Panic at the Disco music video, and honestly, it's kind of beautiful. Yotam's coming out. Now, the thing about suicune here is they can just go for another protect, and then they are out of range of the Thunderbolt. Then I have to take an Ice Beam or a Toxic or some kind of bullshit, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to click Leaf Storm, and Leaf Storm does a lot of damage to everything that can come in, dude. So Leaf Storm guaranteed kills the suicune depending on bulk investment and whatnot. They are going to switch out and go into Young Kartana, which is going to take 6% more from the Stealth Rocks, and then it's going to take about half from a Leaf Storm, dude. Times 4. Resisted, I don't know. No. Puts it down in the yellow, and that's all I could ever ask for. So, like I said, dude, I have Drampa just for this. I'm going to go right on down into Young Snoop. We don't have Stealth Rocks up, so that's nice. So they can go ahead and knock off that Choppleberry. I figured here I probably just die to the Sacred Sword or whatever, but actually just go for the Smart Strike, showing that they didn't even have Sacred Sword. My Choppleberry was useless, and you know, that's not what you want to see or hear or be a part of. But Dragon Pulse does in fact take out the Kartana. That boy is finally dead, and as much as I hate to see a Kartana die, Flat Stanley, bro, you gotta get out here, dude. You gotta get the fuck out, dude. I'm mailing you off to my relatives. Get out. So, fucking Patera Squad comes in here and is going to exert that pressure, you know. I can just click Dragon Pulse or Roost or anything, really. This thing definitely kills me, but if they only have inaccurate moves, maybe I could live. But I think I clicked Glare here, actually, which was kind of stupid because Sub was a thing, but yeah. Fire Fang is just going to take us out, I guess, just in case we wanted to go into, like, hard into the Rotom Mow. Yeah. Now we can go into said Rotom Mow. And since it's taking Stealth Rock damage, it is guaranteed in range of this Thunderbolt. We are just gonna play get the fuck out of here, Aerodactyl, dude. Bro, you're prehistoric. You can't be living no more. Not today. So now Fiji's going to come out, and it's Fiji versus the world. And let me tell you, dude, one thing about Fiji's kind of fucking annoying, dude. So, I was messaging Aquarius at this time. They had already established that this game was over, but as we're talking about how over this game was, I'm still being protect stalled, and I was like, oh my god, this has been, like, it took an hour to get this game to go, then we're in the game, and now we're on the last few turns, and it's just fucking protect, and I was like, just let me just, and I get it, you have to go for differential at this point, or go for a choke. It's a fucking competitive game, so you gotta do what you gotta do, but also, just let me kill you, I don't want to do this anymore, oh Jesus. Yeah, so I just gotta keep clicking Thunderbolt, basically. They're gonna go for Protect once again, and I'm gonna have to just sit there and deal with that, you know? You gotta, you know, I get it, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you gotta go off your opponent choking down to the last turn. I get it, it'd be like that. Also, both me and Aquarius are undefeated at this point, so there can only be one undefeated person after this, although there's like 2 more in the league as well, you know? So, they're gonna go for the fucking double Protect, and not get it, that's nice. Thunderbolt's gonna clean up. Rotom picked up like 4 kills this game, I think. 3, maybe 4? I don't know. But yeah, man, that's going to be BBR week. Whatever this is, we pick up the 2-0 victory versus Aquarius. And I actually watched Aquarius' version of the battle yesterday. Definitely check them out. They are a lot more concentrated on like the competitive aspect of the game as anything that this battle had anything to do, you know? Like, I come in here, I'll make a dick joke, I fucking roast myself a little bit, I tell you why I love Kartana, and that's the whole video, you know? But Aquarius is very good at, you know, kind of breaking down turn by turn, and they only ever have nothing but nice things to say about other people, myself included. So I got all warm and fuzzy after watching their fucking video, so I suggest you do the same. So, like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. Definitely check out Aquarius, as well as the rest of the coaches down below. That was a long sentence. Holy shit, I'm an old man now. Good God. Alright, bye forever.